Well, finding the right diet that is good for you and one that you can stick to can be tricky, but our friend Chef Adrian shares what works for him, plus 3 delicious recipes that are good for you but also taste amazing.
Hey, good morning, everybody. So listen, over the last decade, we've been pulled in every direction trying to understand which diet, which fad diet, which trend, which foods are the best for us to be the healthiest version of ourselves. And most of the time, one year it's all the rage, it's the best thing for you, and then new research comes out and says that it's not. Because everybody has an impression of healthy eating that it's dry, it's cardboard, it's not flavorful, there's no color in your life, and that's not true at all. So as time went on, I became a chef, and I learned my balancing, and I learned my flavors, I learned my skills, and I learned what the people like most importantly. And then I became a part-time personal trainer, and I learned what was healthy for the body and what we need to fuel our bodies efficiently. And I combined the best of both worlds to come up with recipes that I think you're going to love, which kind of let you have your cake and eat it too, if you will. So today we're cooking paleo friendly. Let's dive right in. So we're making a lemon chicken piccata today, but we're making it gluten-free with no refined starches. So we're going to be using a spaghetti squash in place of the pasta. So I'm going to take the ends here and cut them right off. That way we have a flat surface, so when we cut into this, it doesn't roll around. And I'm just going to scoop out these seeds right here. And I'm going to preheat my oven to 425. Let's put a little olive oil over the top, salt and pepper. Gather some zest from a few lemons here, and the juice as well. Whenever you zest, I always do this upside down so I can see how much I'm collecting. So I don't want to go over this zest too many times in one spot because the white rind is pretty bitter, so we don't want that in our food, that flavor. So no more than twice in each spot, and just take your time. Just get your spaghetti squash going in the oven for about 45 minutes till it's nice and golden on top. All right, so for our chicken, we're going to be using almond flour instead of regular flour, so it's gluten-free. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of arrowroot, which is like a good substitute for cornstarch. And of course, we're going to add a little salt and pepper to these as well. And here we've got these beautiful spaghetti squash. So if you look, there's still some water here on the surface. That needs to rest and redistribute throughout the squash so it stays nice and juicy. All right, how about we start our sauce here? Let's saute the capers, lemon zest, garlic, and olive oil. And once that garlic is golden, I'll add in my vegetable stock or chicken stock, whichever you prefer. A little bit of lemon juice, and then I'll bring that to a simmer, and I'm just gonna whisk in the coconut cream. And I just wanna use the cream, not the milk that's in the bottom, just the solid cream on top. Now you can also re-simmer your chicken that you cooked earlier in the sauce to heat it back up. The crust will actually stay nice and crunchy. It's up to you, that's optional. You can serve them separate if you'd like. Now on to our dessert. We're doing a chocolate orange raspberry mousse. I've got my coconut cream. Once again, I've refrigerated this coconut cream so it's nice and firm. I'm adding my honey, a little bit of melted chocolate. I'm using unsweetened, and some cocoa powder, and a splash of vanilla. And voila, you've got a paleo chocolate orange raspberry mousse. Now this needs to stay refrigerated so it stays firm. So throw some orange zest over the top, and a little bit of fresh raspberries, and pop it back in the fridge. Maybe some sea salt on top would be cool. Easy, delicious. This is a carrot orange lemonade. So I've got some grated carrots here. They smell amazing. I'm just gonna add them to the orange juice here. And I'm gonna let that soak for, about an hour in the fridge so that the flavors will steep and some of that color will steep in there as well. I'm gonna add some fresh lemons, of course, and some sugar. And just let it dissolve. And that's it. We're gonna let that sort of marry together for as long as you'd like, really. And then you're gonna strain out all that pulp from the carrot and oranges if you have pulp in your orange juice as well. And we're gonna serve that with a little sparkling water and make it nice and effervescent. Man, it's gonna be really good. Really uplifting and refreshing on a hot, hot summer Texas day like we're having. Hot ain't the word, right?
And for more great recipes,